LSI's Competency Builder application was created to help instructors create tasks or competencies on the fly, which then can be used to evaluate student competencies by utilizing Advanced Distributed Learning's Experience API or xAPI specification. The xAPI specification was created as a successor to SCORM. SCORM is and has always been limited to hosted e-learning content on a SCORM-conformant learning management system, or LMS. With xAPI, tracking student data is now possible on any training device, mobile device, or computer-based software. The key component of xAPI is having a Learning Record Store, or LRS, available. An LRS is a database server that implements the xAPI specification and receives statements over a local network or over the internet. The Competency Builder tool utilizes an existing LRS to search for xAPI statements sent from the various devices and allows an instructor to create a task/competency by recording their own actions. To demonstrate the capabilities, we will start with some tutorial e-learning content on a mobile tablet, in this case an iPad. User identification is essential, so our instructor will insert their CAC into the mobile CAC reader attached to this iPad. After authentication is confirmed, the instructor will go through the steps required for the students to take in order to achieve the competency being created. The instructor navigates through the course, training students how to enable the laser pointer on an Apache helicopter using the TADS Electronic Display and Control, or TDAC grips. Once the instructor successfully completes the lesson, the instructor will receive an on-screen certificate and will now sync the completion progress to an LRS. After completing the tutorial, the instructor will continue the training using the Longbow Procedural Trainer, which is an LSI-developed simulation of the displays and controls of an Apache Longbow helicopter. Again, user identification is essential, so the instructor uses their CAC to authenticate to the laptop. We have also integrated physical TDAC grips, which communicate with the LPT software. The instructor navigates through the steps for enabling the laser pointer in a free play environment. As the instructor is doing so, the software is tracking each selection and transmitting the actions to the LRS in real time. Following the successful completion of all the steps for the competency, the instructor then logs into the Competency Builder tool to create the competency by selecting Add a Competency by Example. Next, the instructor is able to use various criteria via the fields shown here to limit the search to the information just recorded on the mobile device and the LPT simulation. For this demonstration, we have already limited our search results. Therefore, all the statements shown are applicable. The instructor will include all and choose to create a competency. The next screen can be used to include or exclude certain statements and provides an opportunity to explore the details of each statement, but is not required. The actions the instructor just recorded are all represented on this screen and will now be used to create the competency. The instructor will give the competency a title and scroll to the bottom to create it. Once it has been created, the instructor's user account will automatically be awarded the competency. Now, any student who takes the steps the instructor has just taken will also achieve the competency. Finally, the instructor will simply return to this page and see a list of successful users awarded the competency.